One day, when it was school time, we came in and it was really fun. Of course, all the attention was on Amanda. But this girl walked in and she got all the attention. Amanda got really mad, rolled her eyes, and asked, "Who are you?" The teacher said she was a really nice girl who was moved from Italy to Canada. Canada, we welcomed her, like, really welcomed her. Amanda got jealous, so one day at recess, Amanda came up to her and took ice and water from her water bottle and from the fountain and dumped it all in her shirt. She's like, "Oh my, you must not be getting so much attention today." She walked away and Casey started crying. Of course, I had to come up to her, being the good friend that I am. So I come up to her and I asked, "Oh no, what happened?" She's like, "What do you want?" I told her I just wanted to help, that she should chill. When I helped, she was really grateful and asked, "Do you want to sleep over?" I told her, "Yeah, at my house at 11. When we were at my house, I didn't know, I went to the bathroom just to do some stuff, and little did I know that she was checking my diary. I didn't know, but she took pictures on her phone and left my house and told me, "Oh, sorry, I have to do some stuff." So the next day, I saw posters of my diary hung up. I was like, where did these come from? I was thinking it was Amanda, but Amanda had nothing to do with it. But for some reason, I believed her. When it was time, I found out that it was eventually her. So I blamed her. When I moved, I thought, what if it wasn't her? But then I did find out that it was her. Peace. One day, this girl called Amanda and Liliana were friends. They were like best friends. But I was the typical girl who was looking for friends. Of course, I did not interfere with their friendship. But this girl named Heather was like really mean. She used to come up and pour water on me and to bully Lilith and Amanda. Amanda got sick of it and stood up for herself. Little did she know, Amanda the next day was caught dead. People were thinking that it was suicide, but I knew that Heather did it. I was super surprised that Heather would kill somebody over her rage. The next day, we all found ourselves in our school having a funeral. We found flowers and all these type of decorations. Heather pulled me in. She's like, "Oh my gosh, what have I done? I killed her. I killed her." I was just looking at her stunned. I was like, "Why did you do it?" She's like, "Because I was angry, duh." She started crying harder and harder. I left the room and told her, "I'm not helping you with this." She grabbed me in and said, "If you tell anybody else what I just told you, I will kill you too. And trust me, I have my ways." I walked out thinking stunned. I knew I had to tell somebody. So I did. Being the dumb person that I am, I thought, but she'll be in jail that time, right? When the next day, when I got to class, she looked at me furious. I ran out of the classroom as fast as I can, out the door. I barely made it. By the time she took out the knife, I dodged and she missed. The police came in, arrested her, and she started crying. That it wasn't her, that it was me. But I don't really think anybody believed it. Did you guys? Today I will be talking to you about this girl named Cicely. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Who really knows anyway? This girl named Cicely was like the meanest person in the world. But for some reason she turned nice just for one day. She was literally the biggest liar. We won't call her mean girl for now. We'll call her an A girl. She was the biggest liar in school. One day, we were talking about how we wanted a vacation to California, but it was way too expensive. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I went there yesterday." "Oh my gosh, I went there yesterday." We were all like, "Really? Do you mind getting tickets for all of us?" We all started bursting out in laughter because we knew she wouldn't do it. Surprisingly, she said yes. The next day, we were all so excited for our tickets. We came up to her and started screaming, "Where are our tickets? Where are our tickets?" She's like, "Oh no, I forgot them. You know how we have a test in algebra today? You guys know this, right?" We were all like, "Oh, I guess we can understand." The next day, for some reason, she didn't come to school. We were all stunned, but after school, we went to her class. We the next day she came to school. We were all like, "Hey, where are our tickets? We know you weren't here. You probably got a mad mark. It's okay." She's like, "Oh yeah, the tickets." We all looked at her stunned and angry. We told her, if you didn't have money to afford it, you didn't have to tell us that and get us all excited for nothing, said Lilith. She was like, "Yeah, but I can afford them. My dad just doesn't really want to." But then the next day, we were talking about Mexico and how we really wanted to pass in Mexico and how we were imagining of how we could have went to Mexico and learnt Mexico there. She came up to us, not Amanda, sorry. She came up to us and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I just went there last week. It looks so boring, but you can learn a lot of Spanish there." We were like, "Really?" Lily told us not to worry, that she would probably be lying again. She said, "No, I'm not lying this time." So Lily was like, "I'm getting you these tickets for sure. No bums, no lies." We told her, "Really?" She went like, "Yes, of course I will. What kind of person do you think I am?" Last time, Dad wasn't really feeling well. The next day, she didn't bring us her tickets. She's like, "I pinky swear, you guys." Again, the next day, she didn't bring them. And she's like, "Sorry, guys. I'm going to Mexico tomorrow. My daddy said that it would be extra bills and that he couldn't afford them." I started crying and I said, "Shut up, you bum. You bum. You keep lying. You keep bumming me out." She's like, "Why are you crying? Isn't it my choice?" I told her to get out of my face. Of course, she got out of my face, but we never saw each other again because she moved schools. Of course, she moved schools because the principal told her to, but I don't know why, really.